I shall marry the miller's son, pin my hat on a nice piece of property, Friday night for a bit of fun with a dancing.
Every morning, I hurry through the day. I always wonder, what should I do? Should I buy, sell, or just trade? I got the stack of the blues. I got a roller coaster only thought it was gold. Only thought it was gold. Only thought it was gold. What's that?
My favorite all-time on-stage memory.
Well, it really has to be flying around as Peter Pan. It's really an amazing experience until there could be a slight little accident. I was flying, and the nursery in Peter Pan is oversized. So there's a very big fireplace so that we all look little, Peter, John, and the children. And the flyers, which it was flying by Foy, missed and knocked me into the fireplace. And you hang there like kind of a dead fish for a little bit till they can hoist you up. I was supposed to sit on the fireplace. And the most embarrassing thing was the kids in the front row were screaming, "Peter's dead." And that's the truth. But you look back at it, and at the moment you're going, what's going on? But it's actually turned out to be one of my favorite memories of on-stage performances. You really are suspended in the air, and your choreographer gives you air dance poses, if that makes any sense at all. So your legs are a certain way. This is so you don't wobble and stuff like that, and you stay very still and very straight. I even had to fence with Captain Hook in the air. And when I was in drama school, I remember saying, why am I learning fencing? I mean, I guess unless I'm going to do Shakespeare or something, but the women don't fence. I'm carrying on. There it was. It came right. I had to do that, and it was wonderful.
I think my most notable event was when I was doing live TV for Channel 5 in Boston. I had to play a song from the Tap Dance Kid for Alphonse Ribery. And in the middle of the song, the microphone fell off of the boom. And I took my right hand, and was able to grab it before it hit him. And I basically saved the performance, I guess. And I just was quirky. So I'm glad I had enough coordination to do that. And the show went on, and it was a terrific show with him. I believe he's an announcer now for one of the major stations on national television.
Favorite director and my moment being directed.
I had a very unique experience going into A Little Night Music. I had to go into it in 4 days. Hal Prince had to let a young lady go that could not sing that incredibly difficult Sondheim song. But Prince wanted that song given to the least important character, that was the maid, and he wanted it to end his show. And then he said to me, "Oh, honey, and by the way, listen, you have to stop the show." I wasn't even really sure what that meant till I saw that. And that's really an amazing experience. But Hal Prince came in on the Monday before I opened on the Tuesday to play all the parts because the cast had the day off. Well deserved. They were exhausted. We had just come back from Boston. I had done a Saturday matinee, a Saturday night show, and then we came back by bus on a Sunday, and then Monday was my rehearsal with Hal Prince. So watching him do all the roles, I got a horrible case of the giggles. And he turned to me and he goes, "Okay, I'm not a great actor."
Favorite thing about performing live?
Well, you really get the audience feel. And it's important. As an actor, I have to have that, not just as a singer, as an actor. I want to know what's going on with the audience. And how about you, kiddo?
Oh, you're flying by the seat of your pants. It's exciting. You never know quite what's going to happen. And each performance, even though it's the same notes and the same music, there's just different phrasing because you're a different person each time you perform. And there's a different energy of the room because the crowd's different. And the support, and you're different every time you perform. But it's the same, but it's just so very exciting and different. And it's just a great challenge. And it's very exciting as a live performer to be on stage really doing it. It's a real physical thing to have to do. It's not in your brain anymore, in your imagination. You're right out there with the people trying to generate that energy that affects everybody. And you are the one who has to deliver that. It's my pleasure. It's my joy. And it's my métier in life to be a live performer. It's just very exciting.
It's something you're either born with, I believe, or not. I knew at 7 years old, that's what I was going to do. And at 16, I accomplished it. I was paid for the first time in theater. And that's it. I mean, you're hooked. No way around it.
Favorite all-time Broadway show?
I have to say A Little Night Music. It really is a beautiful show, directed by Harold Prince, it is, because he's a master of direction. So that's one of his shows. That's my favorite. The other one that I loved doing was Cabaret, which is so much fun. It really, the dance scenes and everything else, just wonderful. I did Sally Bowles 4 times on national tours. So I really was able to get into the role after a while.
Well, my favorite musical, and I saw it live, was a funny thing happened on the way to the Forum. It was just such a great comedy, and I think it's one of the best shows that Sondheim wrote. It was an up show. It was funny. I saw Zero Mostel in the role, and I just keep remembering that show. And The Roar of the Grease Paint, also with Anthony Newley, the profound message and the beautiful music that he sang. Those are basically my two. But it's so hard to pinpoint because I have West Side Story, which we're going to be doing in the show, is my, for music. I think that was the most wonderful music, Bernstein.
Of course.
So I did a special arrangement for the show on that, a medley from the balcony scene. But I think those are, I guess I put too much information. It's not just the best. It's hard to pinpoint the best. So I just wanted to throw in a few other favorite ones that generally are beautiful and that people enjoy.
And our wonderful show that we're looking so forward to on Sunday, September 29th at the Academy Playhouse.
So this show is the best of Broadway, the Broadway that we all remember, the Phantom of the Opera, Cats, Evita, A Little Night Music, Les Mis, Cabaret, Chicago, Wicked, and we added Hamilton. Those shows that the people really loved and enjoyed, and so did we. And that's my point. We've seen all those shows and we love them. So that's what we picked from.